If you're a fan of pure absurdity, as well as seeing 7 planeswalkers resolved on the field at a single time, you came to the right place, because today we're talking about this BANT Super Friends list, and it was an absolute banger of a video, and it was inspired by a brand new planeswalker we got from Brothers War. We're talking about Urza Planeswalker. Now this planeswalker is unique because we do have to fuse this creature with this artifact called Weakstone Mindstone together to create this behemoth of a planeswalker, but this planeswalker can trigger its loyalty abilities 2 times, which is nuts, especially because its loyalty abilities are very good. This is a Broker's Ascendancy build, which means we also wanted to make sure we had ways to generate creatures and tokens on the battlefield, so we have a handful of cards that can do so, because we want to take advantage of the Ascendancy's ability to give 1/1 counters, as well as loyalty to our planeswalkers. Now lastly, I splashed in a couple of Storm the Festivals, because this deck, aside from Sunset Revelry, consists purely of 5 mana or less permanents, so we will always be hitting with this Storm the Festival. Now, like I said, we resolved 7 planeswalkers in this video at a single time in one of these games, so stick around for the full video. It was an absolute blast. Also stick around because there's a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video. In the meantime, there's a full deck list down below in the links, and if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps out an absolute ton. But with that being said, guys, enjoy today's video. We'll see you at the end. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a BANT Super Friends list for you. This one's going to be a deck that we've played something like this obviously in the past a few times. We have the Broker's Ascendancy, so of course we're going to be playing some BANT Super Friends, but with this deck we're going to be trying out some new cards like Urza. Urza was something that I was able to alt as a planeswalker in my very first game with this particular build, so we're gonna try to see if we can recreate that. Probably not, if I'm being honest, but no, it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of games with this deck trying to sort out exactly how we want it to look and feel, and I think we finally got it dialed into a place I'm happy with. All right, so the opponent off to a pretty fast start, but you know what, we got a Sunset Revelry, which is what I call the reset button on my deck, so let's go ahead and reset this game here a little bit. And the opponent dealing more damage, just really aggressive. It is what it is. Going second against a deck that's this aggressive is a bit tough, but they did slow down the pressure here a little bit, which does open the door for potentially an Ajani here, which can get us some more card advantage. Is that what we want to do? I do have 2 creatures out here to protect the Ajani. These do come in as creatures, but they're going to have summoning sickness, so I think I'm going to go with the Ajani here, eat the 2 damage, and look for some card advantage. Hopefully we hit some stuff off the top here. Nice, we get an Urza. No attack. Urza's not bad. It's not exactly a fantastic pull right there, but it's not bad. We're gonna be in a bit of a tough spot here, I can't lie to you guys, because with the opponent, you know, this aggressive, it's gonna be tough. All right, that was a pretty good cut down, because now they put me in a pretty bad spot here to have to make a block on the Graveyard Trespasser if I want the Ajani to live. That's pretty good. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good. Let's see what we draw here. It could be a Wandering Emperor, which would be great. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna let the Ajani go, right? Let them attack in here. We take whatever amount of damage, which is kind of a lot. We flash in the reinforcements, and from there we give, I don't know, one of them lifelink. This is tough. This is actually really tough. They were really aggressive. Maybe not. Maybe we go with the Teferi here and just plus it, and then we go to 5 loyalty. 5. They still kill everything. All right, I guess Urza is our best bet. The more and more I think about this, I'm starting to land more on Urza just because of its 4 toughness. So we can start making some at least decent blocks that, you know, can maybe slow the opponent down a little bit. Obviously, the menace creatures don't make things much easier, but at least we have an ability to block, like, let's say, the Graveyard Trespasser going forward. So doing all right. We're doing all right. Now, if I go with the Elspeth, I'm probably going to want a minus here to try to pull something, but if I don't hit a wedding announcement is pretty much a bust, right? I think maybe the Storm the Festival is a better play. Let's see. Hopefully we get a Wandering Emperor here off this play. That would be nice. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not terrible because the stone is going to be able to destroy something here. We'll take out one of these 2/2s with Menace. And then the Urza is going to get a little bit of a bump too. And now we can look to transform Urza and get some more exiling going, which would be fantastic. We're in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We are in this game. It's gonna be a bit tough, but you know what? I think we're in this game. So if I go with the Wandering Emperor, that does leave me with 2 mana left open. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna actually go and play out the reinforcements just to get more bodies on the field, right? And then we're gonna get that pump from the Broker's Ascendancy, and then we'll flash in the Wandering Emperor, probably taking care of the underdog, and then they can't bring it back. Excuse me, guys. I've been dealing with a sickness here for a while now, and it's been really tough. All right, that's tough. Okay, well, now we lose the Broker's Ascendancy, which is super unfortunate. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. All right, fair enough. Let's see what they do with this attack here. I would imagine they're going to swing with at least the Evolved Sleeper and Underdog and maybe the Rat. That's it, huh? That's all? All right, here we go. We got ourselves a nice Wandering Emperor play here. We take out the Sleeper. We double block here. And then, like I said, I could go with the Urza transformation. It's a lot of mana to be eating up, though, for this transformation. And then I could exile and... Well, I can exile 2 permanents, actually. I didn't even think about that. I get to trigger its ability twice. That's actually really good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
My tactics are incomparable. A necessary cost.
All right, we take care of the board pretty much all together. We drop the 2/2 down on the field so we can make a block to protect Urza. And from here, I can start drawing some cards. I'm feeling pretty good now. Urza's on the battlefield. I'm feeling pretty darn good. I can't lie. I can't believe we came back here too, going second, and then the fact that they were so aggressive. I cannot believe we made it back into this game, but here we are. Of course, we're going to block here. That would be the most silly thing to do, not to block. More land is not a bad thing. Let's draw 2 cards.
Everything falls into place.
Let's draw 2 cards. Come on, Broker's Ascendancy. I would love to see one of those right about now. Okay, let's get the Elspeth in here. See what it hits. And then we'll flash in the reinforcements. Seems like a pretty solid idea. Hopefully we can hit a Broker's Ascendancy or a Wedding Announcement. I'll take the Ascendancy. Believe it or not. And then I'll go and play this now just so I can get those 1/1 counters to start investing into the future. And we'll say go. And then we've got a Teferi coming down next turn. I mean, can it get any better? Probably not. Let's just hope the opponent doesn't, you know, top deck the nuts here, which is exactly what they need. The Invoke the Spare. We definitely don't want to see that. The opponent is drawing cards now, though, which is tough. I can exile that. I can exile that too. Which one would I want to take? I think I would rather take the Evolved Sleeper, if I'm being honest. Just because it's drawing them cards, right? I think that's the play. Ooh, I like that. Gets us a little bit of action on the battlefield. Get some blockers out there. And then Teferi seems nice. Let's draw some cards. It's not bad. That's not bad. You're gone.
I am the master of this domain.
Draw 2 cards, discard a card. Can you guys see how busted Urza is now? Like, this is absolutely absurd. Now, we're going to go ahead and give this first strike so it has a really good block against the underdog. That way we don't have to trade anything. We can just make a good block. First strike is not bad when you're talking being more defensive and trying to protect your planeswalkers. Giving the first strike counters almost always a good idea. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, though. I hope this is making it a little bit better. Seeing some Urza's command. I'm sorry, Urza, not Urza's command. My bad. I just read their card. Urza, the planeswalker, actually on the battlefield. It's got to feel pretty good to be watching this. I just feel like this deck is so much fun. All right, let's go ahead and do it again. Draw another card. Another Elspeth, I guess. We're running out of options here, apparently. Wandering Emperor seems fun. Let's just, I'm moving kind of quickly here. I'm completely aware that at this point I'm probably playing not right. Obviously I could take my time and play that Wandering Emperor on their turn, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go fast because I know the opponent here is probably going to concede any moment, so I'd rather just get this going. I mean, why not? I mean, why not, guys? Why the heck not, you know? I say the board state's looking pretty healthy. When you got two Teferis on the battlefield and all of your planeswalkers are getting double the loyalty every turn, you're having some fun, you know? Let's see what the okay, things are gonna get really silly here, man. Things are gonna get really, really silly right about now. All right, draw 2 cards. You know what? I just drew in a Johnny. I have to do it just for the memes. I've got to do it just for the memes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got the scroll wheel though. Let's go ahead and give this lifelink. Do one of these. Do one of these. All right. And do one of these.
I'm never done for good.
Do one of these.
Another mystery solved.
Do one of these. I mean, guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh, this is so much fun, man. And the opponent's still not dead. I'm gonna say though, this opponent, an absolute mad lad for allowing us to do this. I am shocked that they haven't conceded yet. This is absolutely insane. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna alt this.
The angels have returned.
Gonna alt this.
All stories.
Let's go and draw.
Process ignorance into intelligence.
What secrets have we unearthed?
All right. You know what? I was gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. I'm being kind of a jerk. Let's just move her. I was gonna keep going. I wanted to see how many things I can alt. I could have alted to fairy, but that wouldn't have made any sense. There was so many things we could have alted there, but it just wouldn't have made any sense, to be honest. Like we could have alted to fairy, but it would have bounced everything back to their hand. We could have alted the Urza, but the Urza would just destroy everything. So I mean, what are we doing? Oh my gosh, you know, it would have been really funny if I added a mirror box into this deck somewhere, somehow. That would be absolutely absurd. I get to go first. I have a pretty decent hand, actually. I have the ability to play everything in my hand, pretty much, for colors wise, and Sunset Revelry is going to keep us alive. This is a keep. This is a keep. I wish this Might Stone and Weak Stone allowed us to use its mana to play our actual, like, planeswalkers. That would be really busted. But it is what it is. All right, a Johnny in the hand is not bad. I need another white source just so I can play the Wandering Emperor on curve. That'd be nice. Okay. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Off to a bit of a slow start, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and invest into our future here, which is to get this down. And I'm gonna hope that our top deck's a land here. I could really, really use it. I could also play a Johnny though, and if I play it that way though, I'm gonna get 2 loyalty. I plus it for 1, getting the 3, get this for 4. It would be able to, you know, survive an attack from the underdog. But they're doing some ninjutsu, and the ninjutsu is just a lifelink creature. Okay. All right, I definitely think it's gonna have to be this play right here, right? 5 to their 6 cards. Yeah, this will have to work. Gain some life, get back into this game, get a blocker down. That way we can protect ourselves from this ninjutsu stuff. No land though. Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna get a little bit mana screwed here in this game. All good though. We've got a pretty solid board state right now. Not too upset. I've got a good block against this 3-2 at the moment. Let's hope they don't place another removal spell down. All right, they do. That's fine. It's fine. Two, you know, a 2-for-1 essentially is really good. They played 2 cut downs for my 1 Sunset Revelry, so that's fine. And I doubt they're doing any more ninjutsu stuff unless we see blue mana come down. I'm gonna imagine that they're not gonna have much for ninjutsu going forward. We did draw a wedding announcement. I'm taking an absolute beating for my own lands at the moment. Not having much luck with our draws. Really need that land any day now, and in particular a white source, so we can get. There's no way, right? That's annoying. All right, come on. I need something here. All right, it's a troll land. It's a troll land. It's the type of land that comes down and allows us to play it tapped. All right, we're definitely gonna play this out. Take another, shot from the mana. But at least we got 3 bodies, and they all are 2/2s, which are fantastic blockers. Like I said, against all of these, this can pump its power and toughness. Okay, can pump its toughness too. Interesting. Definitely gonna protect against everything here. Obviously they're gonna have a creature left over. We're not. It is what it is. I have a way to deal with it with the Wandering Emperor, so I'm pretty happy about that. And we're gonna get another token off the wedding announcement. Very clutch card for us so far. The opponent kind of forcing our hand to play the Wandering Emperor on our turn here, which feels really bad because of this nonsense. But I could just go with the Power Stone actually and remove it, and then I'd discard a card. I'd probably drop the Festival, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the Pilgrim's to play. I'm gonna go greedy here. I'm gonna go greedy. It's not really greedy, but it's greedier than the other play of the Might Stone. Might Stone being able to take this out and then just chumping this is probably the safer of the plays, but I think playing this is a little more greedy because if they do have a removal spell here for this, they can get in on the Teferi and then it's gonna die, and I may regret my decision. So definitely a more risky decision I just made here, but in the long run, more value down the road. All right, they're sending both in. Never mind. All right. I'm aware that they're going to pump this to the moon and back, so I'm not going to give up my 4/4 spirit token here. It's too much value to be given up. All right. Man, we got a nice little situation brewing at the moment, man. This is another game where I feel like we might be able to make quite a solid comeback. Another mono black deck too, by the way. Yikes. Mono black everywhere at the moment. It's not a bad draw. It's not a bad draw at all. Let's draw another card here.
I am here to learn.
All right, so I could go Storm the Festival. If I whiff, I'm going to feel pretty bad, but it is such a high value card in this particular deck because of all the planeswalkers we have. I think I might want to just send it, man, and see if we can get lucky. Again, playing a little more greedy, but gonna hopefully pan out for us. All right, cool. That'll work out. That's fine. Another body and a Teferi to gain us life is very much clutch. And untap you. Sure. Gaining some life now. And we attack with our 6/6 body, starting to hopefully deplete them a little bit. They're at 32 life, which is a bummer. They gained a lot of life off this little ninja here. And will they make the block? I'm shocked that they're considering it. I didn't think that would be the case. All right, so now we got a pretty healthy board here. We've got double Teferi action on the field. Not gonna lie, that's pretty annoying. That's pretty annoying. Gosh, this Teferi's gaining us life, you know what I mean? But this one is drawing us cards every turn and creating extra bodies. I gotta go with the new Teferi. I'm sorry, old Teferi. The new Teferi is just a little more fun, I think. Okay. I'm gonna create another body just in case things go a little bit sideways for us here. I'm finally gonna play the Power Stone, and I'm gonna look to remove something off the field here. Let's remove this. This is just the most problematic card out there, I think. And yes, attack with you. I almost said no attack. That would have been a mistake. All right, they make a chump. Love that. And we're all getting the loyalties and the counters, all the fun stuff. This could have been played so many different ways, guys. I'm aware I probably didn't play the best lines here, especially in the last couple of turns, but I'm playing for greed. I'm not playing for being super on the dot competitive. I'm just trying to play to see what sort of nonsense I can get away with. You know what I mean? Going for the nonsense plays, guys. Trying to be the most entertaining creator that I can be for you guys. I know I'm not the best player out there. There's other channels for that, so that's why I try to always shoot for trying to be as creative as possible. Give you guys something I can offer up, which is creativity here. All right, both of these get a little bit bigger. You know what? How about another one? You know what I mean?
Nobody knows the last
I mean, Urza seems like a lot of fun, if you're asking me. A lot of fun. And I might as well play this out, draw some cards this turn too, because if we attack with 2 creatures, we get to draw cards now. So I think that's pretty cool. They're still at 24 life, which I'm actually super excited about, because that means they're a lot more likely to allow some of this damage to get through. And then on top of that, this also means that they're like a lot less likely to concede anytime soon. Believe it or not, I'm gonna take you out first. There's just more value to be had there. So yeah, hopefully they allow us to just keep continuing to play without conceding here. Let's go. We got an 11/11 out there though, so I'm hoping the opponent doesn't find a way to kill it. That's obviously a beast of a creature at the moment. Okay. Things are gonna get silly, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very silly. I could just win the game next turn. Obviously, create the Urza Planeswalker, exile both these creatures, and be done with it. Is that what I want to do? Is winning what I want to do really right now? Yeah, I probably should. I probably should.
It's nice to see a familiar face.
Activate. Assemble. Oh no, they have something. Oh, you're kidding. Wait, does it go on to... Okay, I was gonna say it's on the stack. Maybe it counts? No, it doesn't count. That's a bummer. 1, 2. Yeah, we don't... What a bummer. Nice card there. All right, we're not winning this turn then. That's good. I like having fun like this. Opponent on the way to Mythic 2. You hate to see it. I hate shutting people down to getting to Mythic. I know how that feels to be in Diamond Tier 1 like that, and then like losing games and dropping games is just not a good time. Send everybody through, look to draw another card again, and then obviously everything gains loyalty and counters. They get Death Touch, which means they are going to be able to block the 12/12 now with the 3/3 Death Toucher. But apparently they don't know how their own card works. That's not good. They could have killed the 12/12. Oh man, that sucks. I feel bad because I really shouldn't have that 14/14 out there, but it still would have been fine. I would have had that other creature, which would have been absolutely nasty too. All right. They say good game. They're looking to draw cards here. Yep. And let's see if it's a good one. It's something. Underdog. Nice. All right. Let's go here. Can I play this? Does I have enough mana? No, I don't have enough mana. Let's go here. Sure. And send everybody through. Look for that lethal. Flash this in just to show them that, hey, you know, things are about to get even worse for you, my friend, which I know it feels bad, but
Remember your training.
all right, GG's. That was a great game. Another great game. I don't think anything's gonna top that first game, but man, that was a really great game. And we're in Diamond Tier 1. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Finally into Diamond Tier 1. Looking good. On our way to Mythic, man. This deck is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. BANT Super Friends is next level. It's pretty next level. Oh man, I just wish I felt better. I wish I can get, stop being sick. That'd be great. But you know what? We're having fun still. We're playing Magic. We're keeping the videos going, man. Daily videos right now, man. Daily videos all the way up until Friday, and then yeah, this one will be out tomorrow. So Sunday, this will be a Sunday, and Monday through Friday like usual. All right, we got a Sunset Revelry. Love that. Yeah, man, it's been a good week of Magic, that's for sure. Love me some new cards, and the opponent playing Thalia, which means we probably lost. I'm not saying that just to be a grouch, but Thalia is the one card in playtesting. Our opponent had it against us early, and we got absolutely destroyed because we didn't have sweepers, and we know they're a soldier deck clearly, and slowing us down to play our stuff and going second. None of that sounds good. It all sounds like a horrible mix for us, but we're gonna try. This is our Achilles heel, unfortunately. Now, had we gone first, maybe, but I doubt it. We'd still be on a weird curve because we wouldn't have been able to play that Sunset Revelry on turn 2 because there would have been no creatures on the field to utilize those 1/1 counters. But okay, maybe I'm wrong in saying what I just said, but I don't know. All right, let's go here, and start crying because this game's over. What's good though is we did just get the diamond, which means we don't drop down a tier. And we just passed the turn because if we play a Johnny, we're going to take damage from playing a Johnny. So there's no point in doing that. I think going with the Seat of the Empire, blowing up the Thalia just to get our things a little bit cheaper is the way to go. And then we can maybe even just drop the Power Stone to take out one of these veterans the following turn. But that's assuming they don't drop 9 more creatures here in the next couple of turns, which is definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. We're assuming that no changes take place on the board here, which clearly they are going to take place. All right. Yep, they go to Thalia. That's perfect. That's the one I wanted you to go to. Beautiful, beautiful. See you later. Why the heck not? Kill Thalia. They get another creature out of the deal. That seems fair. That seems fair. That's clearly the biggest investment I can make to the board, just because the opponent, obviously, they get the bump from all the other... They get the 1/1 bump from the soldiers and stuff. But it doesn't matter. We're dead. We are dead. Let's move on so we can get another game in for you guys here. That was tough. Good old soldiers, man. Soldiers are a beast of a deck. I'm not going to lie. Man, soldiers are going to be quite the annoying deck for us to have to deal with going forward, I feel like. It's really good. I mean, it's just a really good, solid deck, honestly. If you're going aggro, it's not a bad way to go. It has a really nice curve out, and every single soldier does more than one thing, which is crazy. So there's a lot of value in this deck, man. I just have a feeling it's going to be one of those decks that's going to really annoy the absolute out of me going forward. All right, I get to go first. This is actually a really good hand. Yeah, this is a good hand here for sure. Now, if the opponent is aggressive, you kind of, part of you hopes they're aggressive because you have the Sunset Revelry, right? But the other half of you is like, if they're aggressive, that's not going to be a fun matchup, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But that's why this is here, just in case. Just in case we have that option. All right, let's play that out. Broker's Ascendancy out on 3 feels nice, and then right into some potentially some Teferi action sooner after that. I need a 4-drop planeswalker, so we're looking for a Wandering Emperor or an Ajani. Ajani would be pretty cool. I want to make sure we get some card draw going here. All right, another tap land isn't great. It's not the worst thing though. We do need our 5th land drop, so it's good that we have it. And now Sunset Revelry just got a lot better. Oh, we did find an Ajani though. Do we go for the Ajani? If we go for the Ajani, it's gonna have 4 loyalty. We plus it for the 5. It gets the 6 for the ascendancy. So it might be worth going for, but at the same time, I got a maxed out Sunset Revelry, so I think I'm gonna take that. It's pretty rare that you get all 3 triggers from that, so taking that seems pretty fun. I really hate being sick. It's the worst. All right. Definitely going with Teferi here. They're tapped out, so we might as well get this in now while we can. And then everything again gets a nice little bump from the Broker's Ascendancy, which is exactly what we're looking for. And now we got some great blocks. I'm surprised they didn't attack in with the Graveyard Trespasser there, but I guess it makes sense. Getting double blocked would have been pretty sad. Okay. Talk about a pretty nice answer, huh? Oh, Path to Peril is not a card you expect to see every day, so walked into that one. There goes Teferi. You hate to see that.
I'm sure I'll laugh about this later.
Trying to figure out a way where I can maximize the Sunset Revelry. Gaining life and putting 2 creatures on the field seems fun, but it's like, is that the move or no? Here's what we'll do. We're going to play a Johnny. We're going to take damage. Take damage. Then we play this. Maximize the Sunset Revelry. Now we go for the plus on this. Love it. Love it. Okay, that was the move. That felt good. That felt like I did something right. You know what I mean? Another Path to Peril. How annoying. At least we got those out of the way, I guess. 2 of them out of the way. So stupid. 3, 4, 5. So we're only missing 1 land to be able to cast a Storm to Festival, which feels good. Because I would like to just get a Wandering Emperor and be done with this Edgar. Gosh darn it. Not ideal. Not an ideal turn, but not the worst turn in the world. You know what I mean? 4 creatures, they all get the plus counters, and you wasted 2 Path to Peril. So pretty good refuel here. Pretty good rejuice of the board. And 3 cards left in the opponent's hand. I'm feeling pretty good here. I'm feeling pretty good like we're going to be able to outgrind them for sure. Once the Planeswalkers start landing, we're going to be able to outvalue and outgrind them for sure. This Broker's Ascendancy is silly, man. For 3 mana to be able to just... I mean, we've already gotten how many 1/1 counters on our creatures? Like 20? Like, it's such good value. What else is a good value, though, is the Path to Peril. I mean, what do you do, guys? What do you even do? Okay, well... another tough spot. I think we go Teferi. Here's what we're going to do. Teferi... plus and then protect it with these 2. They're probably pretty annoyed that they have to keep using these Path to Perils and then I somehow keep coming back. But now we got a Planeswalker on the field and we got 2 creatures to protect it. So as long as they can protect it, we can get Teferi minus next turn, and then hopefully if we can find a land, we can pop this Storm Festival. Excuse me. That was a bummer. Blowing out the Broker's Ascendancy, huh? That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded, my friend. All right. Gosh, I'm really hoping for a lot here, but I really need this Wandering Emperor, man. I really do. Thank God. Thank God. All right.
I'm not overconfident.
You're out of here. Finally. All right, this Edgar's gone, and it's not coming back. It can't hurt us anymore because it's gone. And it would have been one of those types of cards you kill, it comes back, starts wreaking havoc with its vampires and stuff. So I'm glad we got rid of it completely now. So feeling a lot better. Wandering Emperor was definitely the move there. I feel like we had a really high likelihood of hitting it because there's 3 in the deck and we haven't seen one. And, you know, Storm the Festival goes 7 cards deep. So, right? Yeah. Oh, 5 cards deep. Still pretty good. Oh, they go for the Wandering Emperor. Okay, I didn't expect that. There goes our Storm the Festival, most likely. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, we're definitely going to protect the Emperor because if we can get like the Elspeth down or... okay, that's a weird play to play at that moment in time, but I guess that works. Okay, let's go with the minus first.
Nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
That's interesting. Getting back the Ascendancy. That could be the play. That could be the play. Dang, this made things really tough, didn't it? Made things really tough. If we go here, we can still play Tameo. I think it's this. I think it's this, and then we play Tameo. And we keep this guy nice and tapped up. We plus this. No attacks. This is a bummer. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a bummer because if they play any spells whatsoever, they can start bouncing my stuff back to my hand, which is really, really frustrating. So I gotta figure out a way to deal with that. Obviously, keeping it tapped and minusing 2 on the Wandering Emperor is the goal here, but they've got 1 card in hand. Let's see if it's a spell. Okay, they go for the Wandering Emperor, sure. It's still going to be really tough for them to get out of what we're trying to do because even if they do bounce, like let's say the Wandering Emperor back to my hand, I just replay it and kill the Hullbreaker anyways. They played the Hullbreaker in a really weird spot. I'm not going to lie. Definitely going to get rid of this. All right, cool. We're fine. We're chilling now. We're actually chilling now. Let's go and see if we can hit a Broker's Ascendancy. I doubt it, but you never know. There's only 1 left in the deck. Yeah, bummer. Bummer. Hello? Am I tripping? What's going on here? Exile target non-land permanent mana value X less from your graveyard. Copy that card. Wait, where'd it go? Did they exile it? Oh, they exiled it. When did that happen? Oh, what a bummer. I can't believe they exiled that. Didn't even realize. That's lame. Oh, I thought I could get back the Broker's Ascendancy, man. Alright, whatever. And then they hit me with a your go because I couldn't figure out what's going on. It's this guy right here, I'm sure, that just freaking exiled that. I wasn't paying attention. Doesn't help, man, not having your brain clear. Your brain is all foggy. I have people over at my house right now too, but I got a lot of things I got to get done, so I can't go out there and say what's up. So that's distracting. I'm sure you can hear my dogs barking. All right. Oh, everything's exiled now. Fun. Fun stuff. Not gonna lie, I should have took that Storm the Festival. Don't know what I was thinking there. It's all good. Just moving quickly now, trying to get this going because we've got the opponent beat. This is another situation where the opponent's completely beat, but we're just kind of taking our time. Obviously, they could have something, but I highly doubt they're going to be able to answer this entire board state of planeswalkers that's just been, you know, completely destroying them. So I'm feeling really good about this. Like, there's not much going on that they can do. All right, they send in a 3/2 underdog with haste just so they can draw a card. I have a nice block to it though. All right, this should be good. This should be the game right here. Hey, let's go. I don't want to discard a card, so I'm gonna submit 0 here.
Our will cannot be denied. Be brave.
0. Sure.
Don't worry.
I do want to get another token out on the field, so I'm only going to swing in with 1. I don't really need to draw a card right now. We've got a Broker's Ascendancy down 2, and now Tamio's going to ult, so we're going to be drawing cards every single turn, and we're going to be on tapping, drawing even more cards. It's going to be really, really fun, guys. It's going to be really fun. I completely botched this game. I know this. It is what it is. It happens, guys. It's what I kind of do around here sometimes. But it's one of those things where you have to move quickly, right? You have to. If I slow down and start going, let me think about my plan and play correctly, this opponent's going to get annoyed and they're going to quit. The faster I move, the more likely they are to allow me to do my fun things. You know what I'm saying?
This is the one true history of the multiverse.
All right. See if I can hit something else pretty good.
May your peace last.
See if I can hit something else pretty good. Another Tamio. Okay. I do want to draw another card here. Let's go ahead and draw another card. They're going to block the 2/2, obviously. I know this. I'm just trying to draw another card off of the wedding announcement. And the whole board's going to get another pump, which is awesome. Broker's Ascendancy really kind of going ham for us here. And we draw into a Seat of the Empire. I didn't play any spells, so now they got a 4/4 body, which is fine. I've got a 7/9 life-linking vigilance creature on the field. And a couple of other really good threats. Okay. Man, Tamio's little notebook is insane. The fact that everything only costs as much as it does is absolutely absurd. They killed my big guy. You killed my big guy. I could also try to alt to fairy, which would be kind of obnoxious. All right. I could just... Okay. I mean, that's fine. They should have swung away with their Graveyard Glutton, too. I would have definitely double blocked or whatever. All right. How about a Teferi, yeah? How about a little Teferi action, yeah?
You know, I've always got time. Knowledge is meant to be.
Let's give this thing a little bit of lifelink. Submit 0. Draw a card. Let's just go digging for a card here. I don't really need an alt Teferi. As much as fun as that sounds, I don't really need to do it. Glad we found a Power Stone. That's nice. Power Stone, drawing 2 cards. This is just getting silly. All right, we play this. And everything's cheaper now, but not quite cheap enough. Let's go here. I don't know. I'm just clicking stuff at this point. I'm just trying to keep it moving. Like I said, I really don't want the opponent to concede right now. I'm trying to get down the Urza Planeswalker now at this point, so I just don't want them to quit. And we're at 41 life, an absolute nutty board state. We keep the good news is we keep consistently getting these wild board states where we've got so many Planeswalkers down, so many Brokers Ascendancy stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that's annoying. Okay. I can't believe Tamio's ultimate can actually be interacted with. That's kind of nuts. All right. Well, I guess I should have probably just tried to close the game a little sooner. It's not a big deal. Is that our second Ascendancy exiled, though? It is, huh? Wow. Okay. That's a bummer. Is that how they got the first one? Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I think that's how they got the first one. I thought it was the Trespasser, but it wasn't. Okay. What's left in the deck? 19 cards. 19 cards. I need a way to kind of close this out. How am I going to close this out now? With maybe with Wandering Emperor getting its token? Or actually, I got Teferi on the field. What am I saying? Teferi's token will get the job done. All right, cool.
Your resistance is noted.
Yep, you got your card. You took some damage. You have a Blast Zone on the field now too? Yikes, I didn't even think about that. All right. Blast Zone on the field. Let's get this down. Let's do this.
Be brave.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Teferi's at 6 right now. Let's go ahead and go with -2, see what we can find. That'll work. That'll work, because even if they blow up the board here again, we can just flash in this Wandering Emperor here, and then we'll get a 2/2, and we'll plus it with both, you know, the Wandering Emperor's ability as well as the Elspeth, and we can win the game. I played with my food a little too heavy on this game. I didn't expect the second Farewell to come down. We've already got hit with 3 sweepers here, and then now 2 Farewells. Like, this is like sweeper central. I think the opponent's pretty prepared for like aggro, you know? You would think. All right, sure. Is that all you got? Is that all you got, my friend? Because you're toast if it is. All right, so I could obviously flash into Wandering Emperor here, exiling that, but they've only got 2 mana left over, so I still think it's a much better idea to flash in the Emperor, get my 2/2, just attack, win the game. So allow whatever's going to happen here to happen, and then we'll flash in the Emperor. It's been a fun game, though. It's been a fun game. We were able to do quite a bit with this build in this game, so you guys were able to see us, you know, in full swing here with an opponent that really extended the game length. I really hope they're not being jerks, and I hope they're not roping us here. I'm pretty sure they you know, Go'd us at one point in the game. I can't remember at this point, but yeah, they might be roping us here. If they are, I'm gonna have to make an edit starting right here, so we don't have to get through all these ropes. So I do apologize if they end up doing that. I'll see you on the other side. All right, and they did end up roping us all the way to the end. So very classy from our player here. Pretty upset that they were losing, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, that was the last game. I hope you guys enjoyed all the shenanigans in today's video. We're going to break it down, though, and talk about the deck in full. So stick around for that. It's a little 5-minute thing here at the end, and we'll reconvene. See you there. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to break the deck down and talk about it a little bit further. But before I do so, I wanted to give you guys a huge shout out and thank you for making it this far into the video. It helps out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for that. You're helping me out a ton just by staying here. So I do appreciate that support. And with that being said, let's take a look at today's build. Kicking things off, let's talk about Urza. Like I said, this deck was kind of built around the idea of melding into Urza. Now, Urza Planeswalker, nuts. This card is insane. I think it kind of speaks for itself just by looking at it, but being able to trigger your loyalty abilities 2 times, already pretty busted, right? Now, let's take a look at some of these abilities. Obviously, the +2 not really applying to us because we're not an artifact deck, and we don't run a lot of cards that are not permanent. So doesn't make a ton of sense for us to hit that loyalty of +2 unless we're trying to get to the alts pretty quickly. We can go ahead and throw away a +2 just for the sake of it. Also, it has the draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Now, that one does help out quite a bit. Also, creating these colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, not bad for going wide and also protecting yourself from threats. Then you've also got exile non-land permanent. Now, I saw that and I was like, that's pretty busted. You start with 7 loyalty. You can do it twice. That's insane. Now that's one way to protect the planeswalker for sure. Now Urza is pretty sweet because it can obviously make your artifacts, instant sorcery spells a little bit cheaper, but again, not really what we're looking for. This is really just a creature here to meld into the planeswalker. That's all we really care about. But the Mightstone Weakstone, now that's a pretty good card because we can draw 2 cards off of it, or we can kill almost anything with it because -5/5 is just really, really good when it enters the battlefield. And then it also adds, you know, a little bit of mana to our abilities, which really only helps the melding ability of Urza. Aside from that, it's not that important. But again, the enter the battlefield trigger on that, not too bad. Now, the rest of the deck, again, I wanted to put this in BANT strictly because of Broker's Ascendancy. This card is really good with Planeswalker decks because you're getting all that extra loyalty, which helps us get to our ultimates a lot faster. And if you can get a wide board with that, you're looking even better. Now, I had to decide which planeswalkers I wanted to go with. I splashed in 2 Teferis because I had to try out the Teferi in this build because there's a lot of ways to draw cards with all these planeswalkers, right? So this made a lot of sense to have this on the field, and it's also a really good win con. From there, I went ahead and chose the other Teferi because with this Teferi, we're also drawing a bunch of cards, or not drawing, but really looking deeper into the deck for card selection. But it also has this ability, you know, to gain us life, tap things down, or on-tap things. That's really useful in this build. Also, we've got a Johnny. A Johnny was a no-brainer, which is why we're running 3 of, because a Johnny not only pumps up our creatures and gives them vigilance, but the drawing ability on this is going to work almost every time because every permanent in this deck is planeswalkers or creatures, with the one exception being Sunset Revelry. So drawing cards very easily with the Johnny. Wandering Emperor, no brainer. Removal, creatures, all that good stuff. Elspeth, wanted to throw this in here too because of its ultimate ability to gain these angels is insane. It's a good way to close out the game, but also its -3 ability can go find us and fetch us things like Wedding Announcement, Broker's Ascendancy, Urza. It has so many targets it can hit. It makes a ton of sense in this build, which is why we're also running 3 of these as well. Now, Tamiyo is also another splash of 2 in this deck because Tamiyo's ability to tap things down is really, really good, but also it can bring back other planeswalkers from the graveyard, as well as permanents like Broker's Ascendancy and Wedding Announcement. So it fit pretty well in this build too. So from there, I had all my planeswalkers I needed. I had probably too many planeswalkers in my opinion, but I was like, you know what? These planeswalkers are doing it all. They're drawing us cards. They're creating us tokens. As long as they're all out on the battlefield doing stuff for me every single turn, there's so much value to be had. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now I had to figure out, and here's where it got tricky, which other permanents I wanted to put into the deck to try to maximize the Storm the Festival. Because the Storm the Festival was a card I was really interested in here too, because again, nothing above 5 mana in my deck, and it's almost all permanent so far. So from there, I was like, okay, I want to close this thing out with just permanents so I can hit with this every time. So I went ahead and threw in the Reinforcements, which is a great way to create extra bodies early on to not only attack with, maybe triggering the Wedding Announcement draws, but also, again, we're looking to grow a wide board to take advantage of the Broker's Ascendancy and also protect our planeswalkers. So it made a lot of sense to have the Resolute Reinforcements just in case we hit with the Storm the Festival. It's a permanent that we can use. From there, though, I couldn't find another great 2 mana permanent that I could play out that really fit in this deck. So I switched it up and went Sunset Revelry. And the reason I went with Sunset Revelry here is because we don't have any sweepers in this deck and no great spot removal aside from what our planeswalkers can do for spot removal. So I went ahead and threw in Sunset Revelry to help us not only get tokens, but survive longer with the gaining the 4 life. It also draws us cards. So I think this card was a really nice fit in the deck. I would like to fill that spot in with another permanent just to make the synergies absolutely perfect with the Storm the Festival and Elspeth's -3, but I'm okay with it. And it's been working really, really well. So very happy with the build. So sorry, that was a lot to go through, a lot of planeswalkers to talk about, but that's the deck in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed today's build. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I could probably run this thing to Mythic pretty easily. It's very, very good. I feel very strongly about it, and I'm very happy about it because it absolutely was crushing today, and I had so many fun games. And that's the key, is that these games we were having with this deck were so much fun, and I couldn't get enough of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and as much as I did. But that'll conclude today's video. Before I get out of here, though, as always, a huge shout out to the Marty Mob. If you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is the membership program here on the channel, so got to give them a huge shout out to let them know how much I do appreciate, their patronage and helping support the channel. It goes a long, long way, guys, and I just got to let you know how much I do truly appreciate that. So thank you for everything you do for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We are out of here. We're back again tomorrow, and the schedule, you know, goes all the way through Friday this week, so stick around for every video this week, and we'll see you guys then. But until next time, we'll see you. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.